night. Along with Gary Goddard, this is Todd Bell. Gary, another big week for the Quakers. They can win their third consecutive game here tonight as they take on a Timken team with an identical 2-2 record.
Well, they would definitely like to keep the old momentum flowing, that is for sure. Losing those first two games to what is turning out to be some pretty good competition in West Branch and Marlington. They've rebounded nicely with wins against East Liverpool and Girard. Stepping out of conference tonight to take on a Timken team, a team that's kind of a mystery to most Salem folks. We don't hear too much about them over in this part of the woods.
Well, Gary, briefly talk a little bit about Timken's season this year. A 2-2 record. They've won every other week, and they do have one common opponent that the Quakers will see in a couple of weeks.
What page is it? There we go. Well, the first week they beat Edison 14-13, and Mike Wader had a 17-yard touchdown run in the second quarter, gave them a 17-14 lead. Week 2, they got shut out to Green, 19-0. Timken's defense, a lot of pair of 100-yard rushing performances. They were outgained pretty bad in that one, 362 to 148. In week 3, they beat the Akron East Orientals 19-6. Tanner Johnson threw for 2 touchdowns. Eddie Young also scored 2 touchdowns with that win. Those passes were 50 and 55 yards, which has to be a little concern to the Quakers tonight in that secondary. They're going to be busy tonight. And then last week, their first game in the MAC as they took on Niles, and it was Niles over Timken 17-3. Eddie Young ran for 70 yards there. Tanner Johnson 74 yards and 2 interceptions. So, Todd, you look at Timken, and a couple things you got to worry about, or be concerned with. Their run and shoot, which means the secondary is going to be awful busy tonight. Quakers have given up some big yards on the passing game. But then again, against Timken, or against Green rather, they allowed a pair of 100-yard rushing performances, and the Quakers are definitely capable of doing that tonight.
Yeah, if the Quakers can run the football, they could have some successes we've seen the last couple of weeks. Looking at the scoring for Timken, only averaging 9 points a ball game, but they're giving up fewer than 2 touchdowns a game at 13.7 points a contest. So defensively, Gary, it appears this Timken team is not bad, as they've given up the most points this year was 19 in the game, and that was to Green.
Well, and another thing I've heard about their defense is they'll stack an 8-man front up there trying to stop the run. So, and of course, that's the Quakers' bread and butter. So, see if Jim Martin can overcome that 8-man front, maybe throw a couple deep over top of that defense. And looking across the field there, Todd, Timken, number-wise, doesn't look like they have all that many players.
No, they don't. So, injuries could play a factor in a ball game for Timken, although, as Coach Waffler mentioned before tonight's contest, they've been hit with some injuries and transfers even before the season started. But they do have some talented people, and one thing that's going to help them this year, and he also mentioned it in the interview, competing out of the Federal League, an independent schedule. They were just getting beat up in the Federal League.
And it's just really too tough a conference for a team like Timken. Canton divides themselves into a city of that size into just 2 high schools, basically a little smaller than the size of Youngstown. Youngstown has 4 high schools. Canton with just 2, and when you live in Canton, if you're an athlete, pretty much go to McKinley.
Yeah.
And then there's everybody else.
Quakers in the home black uniforms, pants, tops, and helmets. White numbers. The Trojans, all white uniforms, pants, tops, and helmets. And their helmets, you Ohio State fans, are reverse Michigan helmets.
At least they're not gold.
So the blue and gold and white of the Trojans, the black, red, and white of the Quakers will go battle in week 5. Harshman to kick it away. Good kick. And it's going to be taken by Waiters at his own 12-yard line, up the right side of the field to the 35-yard line. Mike Waiters returns the ball just about to the 35-yard line. That's where the Trojans will begin their first possession of the ball game. Quarterback Tanner Johnson, 5'10", 170, and a senior. Running backs will be fullback 5'9", 150-pound senior Mike Waiters, and Eddie Young, speedster, 5'9", 165, and a senior. Jacob Croston, 5'5", 150, and a senior at one wide out. Ray Howard, 5'10", 182, and a senior at the other wide out. On first down and 10, they will call it the 34-yard line. Pitch near side. This is Eddie Young looking to get outside. 35 to the 38-yard line, and a fine tackle made by Eric Davis. Bizon Murray also in there to help out. At tight end, it's Lamont Evans, 5'9", 165, and a junior. Up front, Eddie Forster's the center. He's the tallest at 6'2", 185, and a sophomore. Left guard, James Hosenbach is 5'7", 175, and a senior. Bryant Parks is at right guard. Floyd Jones at left tackle, 5'10", 280, and a senior. He's the biggest offensive lineman. And right tackle is Chuck Seifer, 5'10", 215, and a sophomore. Gain of 4 on first down for Young. second down with the ball on the left hash mark. Waiters goes in motion to the right side. Johnson, a little flip out to Waiters. It's intercepted by Hendershot. Hendershot to the 35, to the 30, down the left sideline. One man to beat, 10-5, touchdown Hendershot. Hendershot picks the pass off at the 38-yard line and rambles the rest of the way for the Quakers. Defensive touchdown, second one of the year.
Well, the run and shoot kind of shot themselves in the foot there. That pass intended for Waiters, who was in motion. Hendershot just followed him over. It was a terrible pass right to Josh, who did the rest.
So Salem leads with 10:55 to play in the opening period. Dillon the man was open, he just overthrew him poorly. Here's Ben Hennigan to attempt the extra point out of the Morrison snap, and Louis Angelo hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, down the middle. 10:55 to go. Quakers are on top, 7-0. This is high school football on WSOM. Top on the, we'll call it, 42-yard interception return for touchdown. Second one of the year. Todd McLaughlin scored the other Quaker defensive touchdown, and a quick start carry for the Quakers, and Timken must be shocked over there.
Hello, that's a nice start. You can score without your offense on the field, and Arshman tees it up again. Another good kick.
Young will take it at his own 12. He's got a seam up the middle of the field by one Quaker tackler, and again he gets across the 35, Eddie Young, to about the 38-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will take over on their second offensive possession already of the ball game. And Gary, you and I were talking between during the commercial break there. A lot of defensive backs for Salem.
Well, Salem is setting up for this run and shoot. Timken has said they'll throw, perhaps 7 out of 10 every 10 plays. So Quakers know what's coming, so they're stacking themselves against the pass here.
Howard and Evans are split to the right with Jacob Croston to the left. Now Howard comes in motion. They'll run the option. Johnson pitches it to Waiters, trying to get to the outside, back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got the 40-yard line. Gain of almost 2 on first down. They come right back. Most times you might see a really safe play, but they come right back and run the option.
That was a dangerous play, and they get 2 yards out of it, so it'll make it 2nd down and 8. As Timken trying to get something on the ground here. Yeah, you'd think they'd try a safe little dump pass, just get Tanner's confidence back.
Murray, Hoffman, Kolich, Wilson, and Williams are the front 5. Look at the linebackers. Morrison and Stockton make it Bourne right up in there with the front 5 of the Quakers. 2nd down and 8. They blitz and they dump it off to Young. Is it a lateral? And they're going to say it's incomplete. They tried to dump the pass off to Young. Murray. Good job from his defensive end position with the coverage. You'll see Jones, Hendershot, Davis, and Bizon in the defensive backfield for the Quakers.
Yeah, Murray got the pressure that time, but you mentioned looked like the linebacker blitz coming up the middle, and that forced Tanner Johnson to throw that ball a little early. That'll make it 3rd down and 8. Ball on the Timken 40.
Yard line to make is the 48-yard line. Run option left, pitches to Young. He's by the Quaker defense. 40, 45, 50. He's gone. They're not going to catch. Well, maybe Jones will. Jones cut him off to the 15. Oh, nice job from Ryan Jones. Cut him off. But, boy, once Young caught the pitch, you thought he was gone.
Boy, and Jones had to get around a pick from the official, too. That was some nice burst of speed by Jones. And we have an injured player down on there on the field. It is the running back, Eddie Young.
Well, that's tough for the Trojans. Maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him, but he is laying on his back at the Quaker 15-yard line. A 45-yard run for Eddie Young.
Well, the Quakers had 3 people in the offensive backfield on that, and the pitch right around him, and Young had all sorts of daylight after that.
Well, there may have been some type of miscommunication as 3 people went for the quarterback, Tanner Johnson. That left Young wide open. Once he caught the pitch, it was smooth sailing down the left sideline. And Young remains down on the field. Quaker trainer Don Bennett also helping the Timken trainer on the near sideline. Well, Gary, while we have this moment off the top of your head, some of the Quaker activities that are going to be going on, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow for Salem Athletics.
Ooh, you're telling me. Quite a busy day. First off, some changes. If you have a schedule with other teams, things have been changed around because of the homecoming dance tomorrow night. First off, the soccer team, their big revenge game. Well, actually, it's revenge for Poland because Salem beat Poland over there, but that game will be here at Riley Stadium at 4 o'clock. And the volleyball team, and we have to congratulate Coach Don Conser, his 300th win. And they will play a triangular with second-ranked Crestview and also Alliance. That all starts at 4:30. The Quakers will be the second and third games. The Crestview game will be the last one out of that. So that'll be a big game. Big Columbiana County rivalry there.
So Reese Mitchell will split to the left with Howard, wide receiver to the right as well. And on second down, they dump it off, and they're going to call this pass incomplete. This one in the direction of Thomas Stallworth, who replaced Young on that play. And he overthrew Stallworth. It's going to be second down at 10 from the Quaker 15-yard line.
And that was close to being a lateral. That was behind the line of scrimmage, but the ball bounced right back up to his hands, but the official called it an incomplete forward pass. So that'll make it second down at 10.
Ray Howard splits to the right with Evans to the left, joined by Croston. They run the option this time to Stallworth, has the pitch, breaks one tackle, cuts back up the middle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got to the 14-yard line. Third down and long coming up for the Trojans. Timken Band a shade late getting here, but they are here.
Well,
they stroll in.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Well, there's more people in the band than they brought
yes.
fan-wise. Everybody must go to McKinley games, too, as well. Huh?
Bulldogs playing tonight, but I can't recall who. Well, a long time. The officials are huddling here. What's the deal?
Well, let's see. The field, what down is it? There's a penalty.
Okay, there was a penalty, and we both didn't see the flag. Holding against Timken.
Because it did say second down, and I was pretty sure it would have been a third down, but there was nothing on the scoreboard. So that'll move the ball back. Quakers will take the yardage and force Timken to redo this. So it'll be second down at 20 now, the ball on the Quaker 25.
So the play comes in, and Eddie Young is back into the lineup, and that's good to see for Timken as he checks back in after he was injured on that 45-yard first down run. It's now second down, as Gary mentioned, from the 25-yard line. Croston splits to the left, 3 wide receivers, or make it 2 wide receivers to the right. And now the fullback waiters in motion to the left. Tanner Johnson, long count, drops back, being pressured, flags down, throws it for the end zone. It's a dying quail, but Waiters is there out of bounds. No catch. Couldn't get that foot in bounds, but I believe this flag will be against Timken anyways. Illegal procedure against the Trojans. I would think the Quakers would just decline this play.
Yeah, no need to push him back any further. Make it third down and 20. That ball was just floating up there.
I think this is even going to be called on the quarterback Johnson. Tough for us to tell who they exactly, but it looked like he was trying to pull out from center a little too quick, and they may have called that on him. I didn't see anybody else move.
And the ball will be going back. So the 5-yard penalty will make it second down and 25. Ball roughly on the 29-yard line of Salem.
A little bit surprised that they did accept that penalty, but
well, the further away you get them from the end zone, the better.
So it's Croston left, Evans and Howard split to the right. On second down and what is just about forever now. Johnson drops back. Quakers rush 3. They pick it up. Now Johnson's going to have to run 25 and slides down to the 23-yard line. there to bring him down. Brian Beazon, about a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 16. No, make it 3rd down and 18 coming up.
That time the Quakers just token pressure on Tanner Johnson. Of course, flooding the secondary, knowing it's 2nd and 25. Going to see something in the air, especially from a throwing team. And I expect to see more of the same here.
3rd down. Yard line to make is the Quaker 5. Salem with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in coverage. Johnson straight drop, looks now up in the pocket and will go down. Now there are 2 flags coming in late. Right around where 4 Quakers had him wrapped up. Bourne, Morrison, Murray, and I believe Wilson all in there to make the tackle. Well, maybe Hoffman. Anyways, I think this penalty is going to go against the Quakers. We may have a face mask.
Saw enough of those last week.
It's going to be marched off against Salem. And it is a face mask. That's what's an automatic 1st down. So the... No, it's not an automatic first. Well, no, wait a minute. It's still going to be 3rd down. Okay. So it makes it 3rd down and 7. After the penalty goes against the Quakers, moves the ball to the 12.
And the Quakers rushing to get people out on the field, and
they have to spend a timeout. 7:26 to play here in the 1st quarter from the Riley Stadium. Quakers are already on top, 7-0. Back after this timeout on WSOF. Now Coach Boren, after talking with his troops, comes over to the sidelines and shakes the hands with a fan. Is he running for mayor of Salem? I don't know.
He could.
Quakers defense spreads out with Croston left, Evans and Howard to the right. On 3rd down, Waiters will go in motion left to right. Need the Salem 5. Johnson, quick hitch over the middle to Waiters. Again, it's behind him. He cannot make the catch. Would have had enough for the 1st down and maybe able to score. Davis had the coverage. It'll now be 4th down. And Johnson has been very sporadic here on this first quarter of the ball game. Really, Timken's had the ball the whole period.
Looked like that same play that Tendershot intercepted the ball and ran it back for over 40 yards. Just a little quick hitch over the middle, and there's little doubt what Timken will do here. 4th and 7 with the ball on the Quaker 12-yard line.
This will be the 7th play of the drive. Dave Cook splits to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Again, Waiters in motion to the right. 4th down play, Johnson. Again, they try the hitch. Davis there to tip it up in the air. It's going to be intercepted by Salem again. This time it's Nick Bourne at the 10-yard line. They'll bring him down right there. Davis anticipated the play, stepped in front of Waiters, tipped it up in the air. Bourne with the interception, and Salem will get the ball back on their 2nd defensive stop of the night. Maybe it was Gabe Williams. Now we'll have to wait and see. It was either Williams or Bourne with the pick.
Regardless, they love that play. And the Quakers know it's coming.
So Salem with the football for the first time tonight. It's at their own 12-yard line. Jim Martin is your quarterback. He has Davis and Humphreys behind him. Hendershot, the wingback, comes in motion to the near side. And Martin gives it quickly to Davis off the left side to the 15-yard line. And about 3 Trojans will bring him down at the 19-yard line. Jim Martin on the 95 season, 18 of 40 through the air, 208 yards, a touchdown and 4 interceptions. And for Eric Davis, good pickup on first down of 8 yards. Eric Davis at 5'10", 155 and a sophomore, 48 carries for 232 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Jason Humphreys, 5'11", 165 and a senior. And Humphreys 60 carries, 397 yards and 3 touchdowns. This time it's McLaughlin in motion to the near side. They'll pitch it near side. Humphreys with some daylight to the 20, 25 to the right sideline, 30, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down for Jason Humphreys. Up front, well, let's set the wide receivers. Ryan Jones, 7 catches, 77 yards, 11 per catch is at one wide receiver. Josh Hendershot at the wing with a couple of catches for 34 yards, and Jason Murray at tight end. Still without a catch so far in 95. Up front, it's Heath Baker, 6'2", 235 and a junior. Left guard is Justin Lucas, 5'10", 210 and a senior. And your right guard is Jim Morrison, 5'11", 200 and a senior. Set the rest of the line after this play. It was a gain of 14 for Humphreys in the first down. Martin hands it off to Davis right up the middle in room. 40, 45, breaks another tackle to the 50. Still on his feet, heading to the left sideline. Fumbles the football. Murray will fall on it for the Quakers. Dave Cook came from behind and stripped it away, but Murray on the spot falls on it, and it's another Salem first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Davis just snuck through there. I was looking at the fake myself, and by the time Timken found out where he was a good 20 yards downfield. And we've said it last week, he gets pinballed around in there and gets hit from behind, but again, an alert Murray to catch that fumble, and the Quakers quickly into Timken territory.
Left guard Mike Kolich, 6'2", 245, and a senior right guard, or right tackle, I should say, 5'11", 245, senior Nick Irizarry. Here's Humphreys with a pitch near side with a hole. 35, trying to get to the right sideline, tackled at the 30-yard line. Tackled by his shoulder pads. Fans thought it was a face mask, but Mike Waiters made the tackle right near the first down marker.
Well, I just saw Humphreys getting pulled from behind, and not much progress made after he got hit like that. The official's going to look, and they're going to take a timeout to measure. It's going to be very close to a first down for Salem.
Here we go again, Gary, with this my favorite stat.
It's coming down, too.
Yards per carry, or yards per play on first down, still almost 7 yards on first down. We saw Eric Davis with a 26-yard run on first down, an 8-yard run on first down. This team has been successful on the first play of series.
Oh yeah, if you can get that many yards on first down, I mean, that's just going to set up everything. And that stat we mentioned, the first couple games inflated because of that 85-yard touchdown run by Humphreys, but since then it has pretty much remained up there. And the Quakers, very successful team, as the officials officially mark it a first down.
Quakers offensively averaging 13, almost 14 points a game. They're giving up about 17 points a game. And they're averaging 244 yards of total offense while giving up 239 yards of total offense. 1st and 10 from the Trojan 29-yard line. It's McLaughlin in motion right to left. Jones is split to the right. And Ryan Fritz has checked in for Humphreys. He's got room to the left side, 25, down to the 20, and close to another Quaker first down. He is going to be short, but 9 yards for Ryan Fritz. 5'8", 150 and a sophomore. Gary, Ryan did not play last week, but the week before had 60 yards on the year. Fritz, 21 carries for 96 yards, almost 5 yards a crack. He also has a touchdown.
Well, we mentioned against Green that Timken gave up 2 100-yard rushing games. Could the Salem Quakers get 300-yard rushing games
I don't know.
tonight?
We'll see.
It's possible the way this thing's going.
Humphreys is back in there. Jones is split to the right. Hendershot in the wing on the left. 2nd down and 2. And now Hendershot in motion near side. They'll pitch it to the right for Humphreys. Pitch was behind him, but he got it. Trying to get to the outside and will be brought down at the 15-yard line, almost out of bounds. James Hosenbach will track him down. Also getting help from Ray Howard. But he's going to have enough for the first down.
You were practicing that name,
yes.
weren't you? Not one of your more common names.
So 5 yards for Humphreys. 4.5 to play first quarter. Salem leads 7-0 on a 42-yard interception return by Josh Hendershot on the second play of the ball game. Davis and Fritz in the backfield again from the 15-yard line on first down. McLaughlin in motion left to right. Martin turns, gives it to Fritz right up the middle to the 10-yard line, brought down by Waiters. Also Lamont Evans. And it's going to be 2nd down, a gain of about 7 yards for Ryan Fritz.
Hey, you mentioned Fritz was the forgotten man last week, didn't get into the game, but tonight the Quakers, looks like they're rotating all 3 running backs that they have fairly equally here. Each of them getting their chance to get some big runs through this holes that the offensive line opening up tonight, no problem.
Murray tight to the left, Jones to the right. Hender shot in there to wing. They give it to Humphrey, stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go this time. Dave Cook helping in on the tackle for the Trojans at linebacker. They have Peterson, Jones, Jenkins, and Forrester, the front 4 in this 4-4 defense. Evans, Young, Hosenbackers, and Cook are the linebackers. Howard, Waiters, and Davenport in the secondary. No gain for Humphreys on second down, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 on the 8. We were, told that Timken trying to stop the run. They know that the Quakers would like to run, stack up that front line. And really, that last play is the only time they've been successful in doing that.
Salem 43% on 3rd down conversions this year, trying to get one here. It'll be Humphreys around left end, right up the middle of the field now, and we'll get to the 3-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. 5 yards for Jason Humphreys. Looked like that play was doomed from the start, but Humphreys found a hole up the middle.
Found a nice hole and pretty much did that on his own once he got past the offensive line. 1st and goal now. The Quakers trying to go up by 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter.
Oh, a drive that started back at the 12 almost 5 minutes ago. Jones split far to the right. Murray at tight end. And Hender shot in the wing. They'll run the option to Davis. All kinds of trouble. Will be dropped back at the 10-yard line. Eddie Young makes the tackle. A loss of 6 on the play.
Quakers fortunate that the pitch was completed. That's how fast Young was back there. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10.
And we'll credit a 7-yard loss for Davis, as it was 1st and goal from the 3. They bring it back to the 10-yard line. Ball almost in the middle of the field. Again, it'll be Jones to the right. Quakers have done this drive entirely on the ground. McLaughlin in the wing. Davis and Humphreys in the backfield. And Humphreys around left. No, Davis up the middle, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eric Davis of 10 yards. And Salem leads 13-0.
Same play they ran in the middle of the field. Fake me out. I'm looking at Humphreys going wide. It all starts at the quarterback being able to hide that handoff, and then it's off to the races.
Yeah, but it doesn't make me look good.
Well, no, but we'll have to get on him on that.
We could have some type of signal what the play is going to be. It's going to be Ian Harshman on the extra point attempt. His first attempt of the year. Good snap, good hold. Harshman's kick is no good, wide to the left. So 1:58 to play here in the first quarter. Quakers lead at 13-0. You're listening to high school football on WSOF. Thank you, AJ. 2 minutes. All right, yes, let's try that again. You can't even add. A drive of 88 yards, 11 plays, and 5 minutes and 16 seconds on the drive. Davis, his 3rd touchdown of the season. And Salem on top 13-0 after Harshman's kick was wide left, and he will tee it up. And the kick is up and away. Good high kick, but short at the 14. It is Waiters up the middle of the field, trying to find some room. Has some out to the 39. They've had good field position, and they moved the ball in their last drive, Gary, but the passing game that we thought we would see and see a good passing game has not been impressive.
Well, we're seeing a passing game, if that's what you want to call it. A couple of them complete to the Quakers. That's almost as many as they've completed to their own wide receivers.
So they take over at their 39. Johnson, the quarterback, as a wide receiver left. They'll run the option left. Makes the pitch to Young, and Murray's got him tangled up at the 31-yard line. Loss of 8. Good play by the right defensive end, Jason Murray.
Well, the Quakers played that play well. They sent Wilson and Murray right up to guard the pitch. Wilson took the quarterback, Murray took the pitch man, and they were ready for whatever happened.
Well, you think about it, the first drive was a Quaker touchdown. Hendershot intercepted the pass and ran it back, so they didn't have a chance to talk to the defense about anything.
Nope.
And then right back out onto the field. So really the first chance that they had time to sit down, talk with the defense, and tell them, hey, this is how we want to defend this play. Loss of 7. Waiters goes in motion to the right. Johnson will lob it out his direction with the catch at the 30. He's going to lose more yardage. Quakers defense, a great job. Williams out there, along with Ryan Jones and Hendershot.
Now that one would have had to have been a lateral if that had fallen incomplete, and it really wasn't there. So that'll make it the 3rd down and forever. 3rd and 18 with the ball on the Timken 31. Quakers up 13-0. And this will probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Half a minute to go. It'll be Jacob Croston split to the left. Howard and Evans are split right. Single back is Young with Waiters in a wing. He'll come in motion to the near side now. Johnson, straight drop back, being pressured from behind by Gabe Williams, who makes the sack at the 25-yard line.
Well, whoever decided this would be a good homecoming game, I think made it a good decision.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Good first quarter for the Quakers as they lead it 13-0. We'll come back to Riley Stadium. You're listening to high school football on WSOM.